What's pop-a-locking, you beautiful, beautiful people? It is hump day. It's small Saturday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Well, if you are watching on the day it comes out. If you're watching on any other day, hopefully that day is a Wednesday again and you're enjoying your Wednesday. If not, enjoy any other day that it is. It is Champions League football. We've already qualified for at least the top 24. Today we could qualify for the top 8 and get into the knockout phases. Only problem is we need to beat PSG. Let's get in the game. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. We're taking on this PSG team with some of the best players in the world. And a 34-year-old Kobbie Mainoo, who, I mean, in fairness, I mean, he's good. He is good. He's still good. 34 years old, Kobbie Mainoo. The one man we do need to look out for, which I don't see in the starting lineup, there he is, right at the bottom, is Mr. Jose here, the Spanish striker. I mean, listen, this guy is an absolute beast. His natural fitness isn't great, so he's probably on his decline now at 29, but finishing off 17, absolutely insane. They have Gerald Hatto there at 33 years old. The other guy that we do need to take a look at, it was on their list of most improved or key players, Brian Nelland here, another right winger, very, very good French right winger. He's very, very good, someone we need to try and beat off the ball, as well as Nicholas Thomas, the attacking midfielder. They have so much pace up front, so much oomph up front. This man is just very, very good. They have a very good squad. So that's who we're taking on today. The second game, it depends. If we lose this game, then I'll do the Lille game because then it'll confirm our qualification. If not, we're going to come back to Dortmund instead. And maybe even do a little transfer special. I don't know. I'll see what happens. One game we're definitely doing is Paris Saint-Germain. In the league phase, we can have a look here. PSG. Oh, there's some teams missing on this list. Thank you. PSG are yet to confirm their qualification, so they do need at least a point in this one to confirm any form of qualification. We win this, we automatically go to the top 8. Can we do it? We'll find out in a few minutes. Having a look back at how we've been playing since the last time out, where we took on Porto in that league phase to confirm our qualification. We've been on a decent little run, beating Fortuna Düsseldorf 3-0. We then drew with Hoffenheim 1-1. We had a friendly against Levante, and then beating Arminia Bielefeld 4-1 in this one. A fully rotated squad in this one to beat Arminia Bielefeld. And you'll notice a goal scorer on here, Dario Zanotti. In his first game for us, scored his first ever goal for us. He is back at the squad and he is in the first team. There is some transfer news we'll talk about. And most recently, we lost to Cologne 2-1, which I'm not sure how this happened, considering Cologne are fighting for Europa League and we should be beating them. It does mean now in the league with that second loss, we only go 1 point behind, ahead of by RB RB Leipzig, and 2 points ahead of Bayern Munich in third. We still have a relatively comfy gap over fourth and fifth in 6 points, but I felt like we should have been beating Cologne. So a bit disappointing that we lost that game. We're looking at bouncing back definitely. But for the PSG, let's talk a little bit about some transfer news. We have sold a few players, or at least loaned out a few players, as well as sold one. First one out on loan is Hassan Follet. He's gone to Almeria on loan. No option to buy, just a straight up loan. He wasn't happy with how much he was getting at the club, so we just sent him out on loan to try and get some football under his belt. We'll probably sell him more for next season. Oliver Junior has also gone to Spain with Albacete. They're paying about 20% of his stuff. no option to buy there. There was no option to buy for any of the loans that we got. And then another player who moved off to Spain is Aitor Martinez, who, I mean, he was good. He was good for us. He was complaining that he wasn't getting enough game time. And in fairness, in the one season he was with us, only played, for 2 seasons he was with us, played a handful of games, and he was decent enough for us. He's already got 2 games under his belt for Villarreal. So I felt like £5 million offer. We made a little bit of profit on him. That was great. In terms of bringing in, we haven't brought anyone in. We do have one more player that could be leaving the club at the moment, and that is Lucas Mirazi. Bannonfield are looking at loaning him in there. No offer. He just wanted to go to get some experience. And because Zanotti came in, I decided to loan him out for at least 1 season. Hopefully build up that valuation. I think he's a very good striker. He has not scored a goal for us this season. I thought he scored a goal in Pokal. No. Okay, I was wrong. He hasn't scored a goal, but I think he can develop into a very good striker. So loan is definitely on the bar for him. And speaking about bar, we've made another offer for Andre Bar here. £12 million offer, 7.5 million up front, 2.5 over 3 years, 2 million after 50%. Loan back option to Kaiserslautern will go back on loan, and then they will get 40% percentage. That's the best I could have done for Bar. I really like this guy. I think Bar is very, very good. I think he can develop into something amazing. He's German, which is great for us. Under 21 star. I think he could be a good wing back in the future. Definitely maybe want to replace Cesar in about 2 or 3 seasons' time. For the Champions League, we have a lot of players unregistered, which does mean that we will be a little bit short when it comes to this, at least the bench side. Rivi, who have brought back into the squad, he is currently out on not available. And then Zanotti, who came back, is unavailable. Mirazi was never registered, so he's unavailable. Saha unavailable. Foley unavailable because he's on loan. We do have Specht, so you know what, Specht, hop onto the bench. And then Bibi is still injured. He's out for 2 days, so Michael continues to play in his absence, who has done fairly well, in my opinion, since coming in there. Arnold also getting the start ahead of Iñaki. He's been complaining about lack of game time. Don't really want to lose him, so we are giving into his demands in this one. And then I have been playing Uge a little bit more often in that midfield role when Newcastle's now become a bit upset. There is an £18 million offer on him, clause, if I want to buy him. And you know what? At this point, if O'Shaughnessy does decide to leave, because he still is wanted by Man City and Bayern Munich, he does still have a release clause of 80 million. If he leaves, I think Uge will be a decent replacement for him at just 23 years old. Kind of similar mold of player, but he does have that finishing capabilities to him. This is the team that's starting against Paris Saint-Germain. It's Carrier, Kustra, Lombardi, Gui, Cesar, Villar, Bustin, O'Shaughnessy, Michael, Arnold, and Alan Carr. All on the team. Let's take on PSG. Starting off early, minute into the game, we've got a corner. Arnold steps over it, looking to get Koistra. Can't find him. Bustin takes the chance. And that was a great little save from Robson. By the way, Koistra won the Golden Boy Award for 2030. I think we 38, 39. Anyway, he is the Golden Boy of this year. They still have Huijsens in goal. Is that the Huijsens? It is Dean Huijsens. Jeez, he's so good as well. We've got better defenders though, right? Right? They're going with Sosa up front, who is... He's a beast, isn't he? He is a good striker there. Robin, their goalkeeper. I feel like we've got a better goalkeeper in Carrier. I do. Sosa. Morgan. This is the voiced back to Morgan. Huijsen finding Santos. This is Thomas. It's a good ball for Sosa. And Carrier watches it go past him. I think we actually bought Carrier from PSG, if I'm not mistaken. Rennes, it was Rennes, okay. Played Rennes all his life. I didn't realize it was Rennes. I thought it was PSG. Thomas. Morgan now out wide. Good ball in for Thomas. He's continued the run through. He's got Koistra for company. Morgan on a yellow. Goes back to De Voist. And you know what? They're pummeling us a little bit. I'm just going to shout words of encouragement. Try and get the boys back on track. Because at the moment, they are pretty much dominating us. Kobe Mainoo's come on already. I'm guessing they had an injury to Santos. And they've changed to a 4-1-2-3, which is interesting because, I mean, they were having such a good attacking midfielder. They're not using him. That's a weird way to play it. I'm assuming an injury for Santos. Anyway, halftime, it is 0-0 in the PSG game. You know what? A draw, I suppose, isn't great. It is great. We'll qualify anyway, but I kind of want to prove that we deserve to be in the latter stage of the Champions League, and I feel like beating PSG would really make that a very strong, huge reality for us to show, hey, listen, we're not just in the Champions League to make up numbers. We actually deserve to be granted, we didn't finish in the top 5 for Champions League qualification. We had to go through winning the Europa League. But it doesn't matter how you get in there, right? As long as you get in there. There's no highlight for the second half so far. Our players are looking absolutely bashed out there. Bushden is looking tired. Rao come in there. Elsewhere, Michael is absolutely buggered. I'm going to bring in Sitawoski, and then I move Cesar to the right wing side. He can play there. And then Arnold coming off for Iñaki as well. I think those are the 3 subs for now. It's a bit of a risk playing Cesar out on that inside forward role. He can do it, and I've seen him. We've used him once or twice before with the injury. I played him ahead of Oliver, which is quite funny, actually. Cesar is going to run forward. He's got options ahead of him in Sitawoski, who's very good on that right-hand side. Alan Carr has got Cesar ahead of him. Shaughnessy looking to try and take the chance on his own. And hitting the crossbar from some range out there. O'Shaughnessy trying to justify an £80 million move at the moment. Iñaki. It's been a bit quiet this season. Well, I'd say in the last 2 months, I guess. Not Arnold, what am I saying? Santos, rather. I thought they took off. Did I misread that completely? I thought they took off. Did they have 2? Do they have 2 Santoses? Kirkres, Mainoo, Santos is a right wing back. They've got Kirkres. I mean, he's lost his pace and everything, but everything else is still not too bad. We are going to make another change. I'm going to bring on Uge to play as a striker. Alan Carr's looking a little bit tired out there. Cezanne Shaughnessy also looking tired. You know what? Specht come in to play there. Been giving him a little bit of game time just to get some fresh legs in that midfield and up front. I'm hoping we can steal a win here. I feel like we've been the better team. I know PSG have had the better XG. We've had more shots on target. We've had more shots in general. We've had more possession. We've just been a better team. And I feel like maybe we should have won this game. A 0-0 draw in the end. Not the best for commentary purposes, but you know what? We'll take the points. We'll run with the points. It means we're still undefeated in the Champions League. And it means we have we secured it? Has it updated? We have officially qualified for the top 8. So there we go. We go straight into the knockout phase. Don't have to go through the knockouts. We go straight into the round of 16, rather, along with Barcelona, who also picked up a draw. It does mean that Barcelona and us are the only 2 undefeated teams. Monaco and Atlanta could also join us in those undefeated team roles if they go undefeated. We'll find out in a little bit. In terms of what we're going to do, I'm going to play on, at least get up to the Borussia Dortmund game. If anything important happens from now until then, it is something that I might come back for. I'm just saying, we have 66 million in the transfer kitty. there might be an opportunity for me to sign somebody. Folks, we're back for the Dortmund game. In terms of transfers, not much has happened. We have sold one player. Felix Becker has moved to Manchester United for a fee of 8.5 million. He's 18, future prospect. I don't see it. Natural fitness of 12 makes me a bit nervous. Pace of 12 makes me nervous. Finishing of 11 as a striker. I know he's only 18 and can probably develop, but I think at most we'll get about 14 for everything. And I don't think that's worth it. So, you know, I'll take that money. And then elsewhere, Bar joined, I was going to say Borussia Dortmund, joined Bournemouth instead on 9.5 thousand a week, which is a little bit annoying. So, yeah, he is now there at Bournemouth, who are sitting at the bottom of the Premier League. So he would have had a chance to come up with me, you know. He would have been friends. But no, they decided against it. Sutherland, by the way, who were looking for a new manager and actually approached me. I didn't report that. They approached me, and it was a team I was kind of thinking about because they have a tycoon takeover. Yeah, they were bottom of the table, and that's why I declined it. They're now sitting 12th, so not bad for them. They do have two of our players. They've got Chavez, Federico Chavez, who has scored 3 goals, well, 5 goals in all competitions with the EFL Cup. And they also have another player. I think they've got someone else of mine, or once was part of mine. I'm almost sure that we sold them 2 players, right? I think I even announced it on this thing. I'm sure it's somewhere, yeah. Brenner. There we go. They brought in Brenner. I knew they had someone else who's only played 3 games for them and is sitting in the under-21 club. So, sad to see Brenner drop that far down. Anyway, we're taking on Borussia Dortmund. Some of the players aren't 100% fit. We did beat Lille, by the way, in the upcoming game, and we beat St. Pauli as well. We beat St. Pauli 2-1, and we beat Lille 3-1. So, there's that. We can just fill out the bench again. Raul can come back in for Specht. Saha, I kind of want him on for Rivi. And in terms of starting lineup, Bibi is looking a little bit tired. He is coming back from injury. Imre Michael can come in there. And I think that's the team that's starting against Dortmund. Curry in goals, Kustro, Lombardi, Gui, Cesar, Villar, Busten, O'Shaughnessy, Michael, Iñaki, and Alan Carr. Just to talk about the goals, we've got 2 goal scorers now, both in double digits, with Alan Carr and Bibi both with 11. Iñaki with 7. Busten has come up with 5. O'Shaughnessy 4. Michael 4. Raul 4. Gui 3. Arnold 3. Uge 3. Lombardi 2. We are scoring everywhere and anywhere. Only players that haven't scored a goal is our 2 goalkeepers in Carrier and Silva, and then a couple of defenders in Saha, Riviere, Villar, Cesar, Satowoski, and then Specht. I mean, in fairness, Specht has only played like a handful of games, so not bad, not bad. Let's take on Dortmund. Right, we are underway in the home game against Dortmund. They've got Dennis Simon, by the way, who I think in the last FM 24 was a little bit of a wonder kid. He's not a bad goalkeeper, actually, at 34 years of age. Just popped up on there. And they still have Matthias Tull at 34 as well, who, I mean, he's a little bit beyond his years at the moment. In terms of connotations for this game, I mean, we win this. We do solidify top 3. I think that'll be confirmed. And then I'm hoping the likes of RB Leipzig and Leverkusen can get a bit of a draw, or if anything, Leverkusen to win, which then means we go 4 points clear if we win this game, obviously. And then Bayern Munich play a little bit later on as well. So there's those games to look forward to. That was a good crunching tackle from, I think it was Busten who did that tackle. And here he is again now. Busten moves it forward, looking for O'Shaughnessy. Michael, I don't know why it's like lagging like this. All of a sudden, Villar has opportunity, cuts inside. Alan Carr, Simon with the save. That's a corner, and that's the first real threat that we've had. Alan Carr has been on good goal-scoring form lately. A bit of a risk-taking off Bibi. He's also been on good goal-scoring form. Scored in both the games, once against Lyon, once against Cologne. Alan Carr as well. Michael did assist in one of those games, came on as a sub. Bushten, Alan Carr, O'Shaughnessy, Iñaki. This is Michael. Takes the chance. Emre Michael. That's a goal, referee. Take your finger out of your ear. You know that's a goal. Dortmund players, they should be getting yellow cards. They're surrounding the referee. You can't do that. You can't surround the referee like that. It's going to count. Emre Michael timed his run to absolute perfection there. I mean, he was... Why did we need VAR for that? Can someone explain to me why we needed VAR for that? He was literally onside the entire time. He never once went ahead of the defender. And we still needed a VAR check for that one. That is absolutely poor refereeing from Bundesliga standards. But now we can get some maybe good refereeing because Bushten is coming through and we won't need VAR if this goes in the back of the net. O'Shaughnessy, Gui, I don't know what I was saying there. Villar, back to O'Shaughnessy. Beautiful ball for Villar. Goes deep, looking for Michael again. Alan Carr. I mean, it's a bit ambitious to try and volley it straight into a defender. I like ambition sometimes. As a channel forward, I love that. We've taken a lot of shots. We're leading the game. Not going to make any changes at the halftime mark. We don't really need to. Imagine we can just get a second off. Okay, never mind. I didn't finish that sentence. It doesn't count. We're going to carry on playing. Taking 13 shots in this game, guys. 4 on target. Someone explain this to me. Dortmund have had 2 shots, 2 on target, an XG of 0.19. How bad were those shots on target? The fact that we've taken only 4 out of 15 on target, and it's a 2.17? I don't think this game calculates XG correctly. We're going to make some swaps. Alan Carr isn't playing great. We're going to bring on Zanotti to play in there. Elsewhere, Cesar is looking very tired. Satowoski come in there. And you know what? O'Shaughnessy will take you off. We'll bring on Yuge and Arnold come in for Iñaki on the yellow card. 4 swabs. I feel like this game is pretty much done. The fact that they haven't had anything in this game, I feel like I'm comfortable enough to make those 4 swaps and not feel like it's a risk. Is it a risk? I don't know. We'll see. We've got 10 minutes left to find out if it is going to be a risk. Zanotti tried to launch Michael through. Wasn't the best of passes from Zanotti. Kuchen goes long. Goi will win that header with ease. And Satowoski will win that header. Bushten, beautiful ball for Yuge. Arnold, Zanotti, beautiful ball for Michael. Emre Michael. It's in the back of the net. It's his second of the game. That's how you do it. Yuge, nice little pass for Arnold. Lays it off for Zanotti, who will pick up an assist. And Emre Michael puts it in the old onion bag. What a finish. What an absolute finish. Only 18 years of age, by the way, and he's already scored 5 goals this season. Absolutely fantastic from Emre Michael. And he's German. And will be homegrown at the club because he's 18 and he's not going anywhere. Carrier. Although, does it count if he's been on loan before he turned 18? Nkunku pulls one back. Jean-Paul Nkunku. He is someone that I was looking at in the summer to replace Chavez, was Jean-Paul Nkunku. They wanted close to about 80 million for him. And they've disallowed that goal. Maybe they should have taken the 80 million. I don't even think he's worth that much anymore. He was worth about 70, I think. There's no way to tell on here. They spent 33.5 million on him beginning of the season. I think that's why they wanted 80, because they just bought him. I didn't realize they just bought him. But anyway, we won that game 2-0 against Dortmund. Absolutely fantastic. We continue our run at the top of the table. You know what? We've got to come back for Champions League, I think. I think the terms of the league, looking at the fixtures, I mean, we've got Leverkusen, which is probably one of the bigger games, but that's only in like 2 months' time. We've got RB Leipzig coming in, but that's too short. And then Bayern Munich all the way towards the end of the season. We're coming back for Champions League football. We do have a Pokal quarterfinal. I suppose I've never won the Pokal. That'll be fun to win the Pokal, hey? I mean, the fact that we could still win a treble is on the table. We're currently top of the Bundesliga. We're in the next round of the Champions League. We're 2 points clear of Bayern Munich. Leverkusen and Leipzig still have a game to play against each other. They won 4-0 against Cologne, the team that we lost. Anyway, we'll see you guys for some Champions League football, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and them haters to join in on the fun that is the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. Chicken grease.